Warning: contains a preview for Fantastic Four number 1. Marvel Comics' new Fantastic Four series will do the unthinkable and break up the most solid team in the Marvel Universe. However, this is exactly what the Fantastic Four need to bring their book up again and standing with a fresh start that looks back at the team's original appeal, but also adds some real elements of novelty compared to the previous relaunches of the title. Marvel has struggled a lot in recent years to keep its first family relevant in the eyes of readers. After a string of disappointing sales numbers, and as part of the ongoing controversy with 20th Century Fox, the book was cancelled in 2015, which was a terrible thing to do to the comic that started Marvel's modern era. When the Fantastic Four came back in 2018, under Dan Slott's creative direction, the intention was to bring the team back to its roots as scientific explorers rather than superheroes. The experiment was partially successful, as a controversial retcon of the group's origin story and the disappointing Reckoning War event that concluded Slott's run hurt what was otherwise an interesting relaunch. However, it seems that Marvel cannot resist the impulse of restarting its ongoing series periodically. A new Fantastic Four series, written by Ryan North with art by Iban Coelho, launching on November 9, 2022. As with every relaunch, the most important thing is keeping a balance between the novelty that can attract new readers or bring back those who grew disconnected from the characters and not straying too far away from the core of what made these same characters successful in the first place. The new Fantastic Four seems to have nailed both. The team is no longer having gone their separate way after a mysterious disaster in New York. The book will present separate adventures spotlighting each member of the team before bringing them together at the conclusion of the series' first arc. Marvel has shared a first preview of issue number 1, featuring The Thing and Alicia Masters landing in a spooky rural American town that is stuck in a time loop. The new Fantastic Four series will give readers both novelty and tradition. 6 images close according to Ryan North. Having these 4 weirdos roll into town where there's a mystery or a problem or some sci-fi thing, solve the problem, and then move on, struck me as a very interesting way to position the Fantastic Four and tell stories that would feel fresh and not like a retread of what we've seen before. This is, in fact, an element of novelty that at the same time looks back at the Fantastic Four's best tradition. Readers who are used to the team's grandiose adventures throughout space, time, and dimensions will find it surprising and refreshing to see them in urban settings that are very different from New York. However, this type of stories are also strongly inspired by the classic sci-fi of the mid-20th century, and nothing screams Fantastic Four more than that. The model for this type of storytelling is, of course, the original Star Trek series, which saw the Enterprise crew have self-contained adventures in each episode before moving on to the next planet. Having the Fantastic Four do that, but in urban settings instead, will feel really different from Dan Slott's epic 4-year-long saga, and at the same time it will bring back that distinctive mystery classic sci-fi feeling that makes the Fantastic Four unique and different from other superheroes. To see Marvel Comics break up the Fantastic Four to give them the relaunch that they sorely needed, fans should not miss Fantastic Four number 1 when it will be released on November 9, 2022. Source: Marvel.com.
Just to